Good morning, children. Now we are going to see 7th standard social, that is history lesson, unit 4. Already we finished unit 1, unit 2 and unit 3 afterwards in the next classes, or in the next chapters we can take it afterwards, but this is very important chapter, that is the Sultanate. Understand? So the government allotted this lesson by this month. So for that only I am taking this lesson, and this is Delhi Sultanate. And the Delhi Sultanate during the 11th century, that is it formed the many dynasties have ruled in the Delhi Sultanate. Sultan nama yara solvom, the Muslims. Understand? The Muslim emperors, the Muslim dynasties, the Islamic dynasties we are going to see in this lesson, in this chapter. Understand? So in this lesson we are going to see about the Turks, the Turkish warriors. They become the sultans of Delhi. Delhi in the sense they ruled the whole of India. Okay, Delhi was the capital at that time. So the whole of India they ruled only. So the Turkish sultanates, first they were the governors, then afterwards slowly they become the emperors. How they become the emperors? Who are all the dynasties it ruled over Delhi? Understand? We'll see it now. First one, slave dynasty. Say all of you, slave dynasty. First dynasty. This slave dynasty, that is this Muhammad, before the slave dynasty, Ghori dynasty was there. Understand? The last emperor of the Ghori dynasty was Muhammad Ghori. This Muhammad Ghori ruled this India, Delhi, and he invaded many places and he captured many places. Understand? Many places were under the control of him. So he got many, what we can say, the ministers, the commander-in-chief, or each and every army, that is the infantry, then the, what we can say, elephantry. Understand? So like that, each and every department, they'll have the ministers. Okay, infantry, cavalry, elephantry, archery. So they followed all these. So this in Muhammad Ghori's court, there was a governor. His name was Qutbuddin Aibak. So this Muhammad Ghori, he passed away. He died in the year 1206. That is in 1206, this Muhammad Ghori was died. Okay, so his chief minister, the first governor, chief governor, his name was Qutbuddin Aibak. Qutbuddin Aibak. This Qutbuddin Aibak, so he became the ruler of Delhi in the year 1206 after the death of Muhammad Ghori. Actually, Qutbuddin Aibak was not the ruler. Adilandu vandavar kadayadu. Actually, he was a slave. Avur adimaya Muhammad Ghori kitta work pannittirundaru. He worked under Muhammad Ghori, Emperor Muhammad Ghori. But because of his efficiency, because of his power, because of his knowledge, he raised as a governor to Muhammad Ghori. This Muhammad Ghori, he gave all his powers to this Qutbuddin Aibak because of his efficiency, on seeing his efficiency. Okay, children. So, after the death of Muhammad Ghori, this Qutbuddin Aibak, he was the chief governor, I told you. He became the emperor of Delhi Sultanate. So, from slave he had become as an empire. So, his dynasty was called as slave dynasty. Can you able to follow why this dynasty was called as slave dynasty? Because this Qutbuddin Aibak, from slave he raised into an emperor, a ruler. Understand? So, this dynasty is called as a slave dynasty. He ruled in the year 1206. Okay. So, the slave dynasty, it is otherwise called as Mamluk dynasty. This slave dynasty otherwise known as Mamluk dynasty. Mamluk means slave. Understand? In Arabic word, Mamluk. This Arabic word, Mamluk means slave. So, this dynasty, Qutbuddin Aibak started a dynasty. That name was, what we can say, slave dynasty. And after this, Qutbuddin Aibak, வேறு யாரெல்லாம் கிங்காக இருந்தாங்கன்னு சொன்னால், Iltutmish. Understand, Iltutmish, the next important king in slave dynasty was Iltutmish. After that, another important king was Ghiyasuddin Balban. Okay, so these three kings were very important in slave dynasty. One was Qutbuddin Aibak, the first, and the second was Iltutmish. And the third was Ghiyasuddin Balban. So these three were the important rulers in slave dynasty. Okay, one by one of how they ruled the Delhi Sultanate. We'll see it then. And this Qutbuddin Aibak, he made Lahore as the capital of his kingdom. Understand? And this Qutbuddin Aibak, he conquered many places. He attacked many places and captured like Gangetic Plain, that is Bihar, Bengal, Gujarat, and the eastern India. Understand? All these places were captured by this Qutbuddin Aibak. And this Qutbuddin Aibak built a great fort, mosque. It was called as Quatul Islam Masjid in Delhi. He constructed a great mosque. This mosque, Masudi சொல்றோம்ல அதான், this mosque was considered as the oldest mosque in India. Okay, and also he only started to build the Qutub Minar. Have you heard about Qutub Minar in Delhi? நாங்கள் கூட டெல்லிக்கு போகும்போது போய் பார்த்துட்டு வந்தோம். Great structure. Here in page number 135, you can see Qutub Minar. Children, you all take out your books then. Every time I am telling you to attend the class along with your book and notebook. Understand? This is only Qutub Minar. நீங்கள் போனீங்கன்னா பாருங்கள், such a great height it is. நாங்கள் போய் பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தோம், சூப்பராக இருந்துச்சு. Okay, it was started. Construction was started by Qutbuddin Aibak, but he didn't complete it because in between he was died. Qutbuddin Aibak was died, but this Qutb Minar was started by Qutbuddin Aibak. Understand? And some years he ruled this Delhi Sultanate, and because of injury while traveling, while in the horse riding, he was fell down from the horse and he got injured, adipatruchi romba, and he was died in the year 1210 AD while playing polo. நீங்கள் போலோ கேம் பார்த்துருக்கீங்களா? ஹார்ஸில் ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக போயிட்டு ஒரு பால் ஒன்று இருக்கும், அதை அப்படி தட்டி விடுவாங்க இல்லை, அந்த அப்படி நேராக அது போயிட்டு ஒரு ஹோலில் போயிட்டு விழும். அது விளையாடிட்டு இருக்கும்போது he fell down from the horse and he got injury and he was died in the year 1210 AD. So from 1206 to 1210 he ruled the Delhi Sultanate, Qutbuddin Aibak. Understand? 1206 to 1210 Qutbuddin Aibak ruled Delhi Sultanate. Next to Qutbuddin Aibak, Iltutmish became the ruler of Delhi. He ruled from 1210 to 1236. Qutbuddin Aibak ruled only 4 years. Because of injury, he was died. Then the next ruler was Iltutmish. Iltutmish became Aibak's. This Iltutmish was the son-in-law of Qutbuddin Aibak. Actually, Qutbuddin Aibakoda son yarna Aram Shah. Understand? But the Turkish nobles, the ministers, they made Iltutmish the son-in-law of Qutbuddin. Son-in-law na yarma? Qutbuddin Aibakoda daughter oda yaru husband. மருமகன் சொல்லுவோம்ல, அவங்க தான் son-in-law. So the Turkish nobles, they made Iltutmish the son-in-law of Qutbuddin Aibak as the next ruler of Delhi Sultanate. Understand? Okay. then many rebellions he did. Many rebellions were suppressed by this Iltutmish. He was also a great king, great emperor, and he suppressed the revolt of Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan was a great king of the Mongols. மங்கோல்ஸ்னு இருந்தாங்க. அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட், இன் ஏஷியாவில் இந்த சைனாக்கு மேலே மங்கோலியா இருக்குது. அந்த மங்கோலியாவிலேருந்து தே ஆர் வெரி பிரேவ். அதில் பெரிய லீடர் யாருன்னா செங்கிஸ்கான். அவர் அடிக்கடி இவங்களுக்கு நம்மளை தொல்லை கொடுத்துட்டே இருந்தார் இவங்களெல்லாம். ஓகே, ஸோ ஹீ சப்ரஸ் த ரிவோல்ட் ஆஃப் செங்கிஸ்கான் அண்ட் ஹீ ஸ்டார்டட் இன் ஆர்டர் டு கவுண்டர் த என்டையர் எம்பையர் திஸ் Iltutmish. He made this 40 nobles known as the 40. This is very important. 40 nobles. நோபல்ஸை வச்சு ஒரு குரூப் ஒன்று ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணார். இட் வாஸ் கால்ட் அஸ் 40. அந்த குரூப்போட நேம் என்ன, ஆர்கனைசேஷன் நேம் என்ன, 40, பிகாஸ் 40 நோபல்ஸ் were there. Okay, so it was called as 40. Understand? And this Iltutmish granted many land to the members of his army. Soldiers இருந்தாங்களா அவங்களுக்குலாம் he gave many lands to them, and regular wages he got from the peasants. Understand, wages in the sense what we can, the taxes he collected from the peasants, but legally the taxes are a very low amount only. This Iltutmish was a very generosity emperor, the ruler, very generous he was. So he collected only small amount of taxes, and he gave many land, iktas. Land means iktas. Understand, he gave many iktas to the soldiers also, and he collected the revenue from the ikta. Understand? And Iltutmish, I told you that Qutb Minar was started by Qutbuddin Aibak, and it was completed by Iltutmish. And the Qutb Minar கட்டினாங்கன்னு சொன்னால கிரேட்டாக ஹைட்டாக இருந்துச்சு இந்த Qutb Minar. இதை கட்ட ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணது யார், குத்புதீன் ஐபக். பட் அவர் அதுக்குள்ளே இறந்து போயிட்டார். ஸோ இட் வாஸ் கம்ப்ளீட்டட் பை Iltutmish. Understand? This Iltutmish completed this Qutb Minar. Understand? He ruled this Delhi Sultanate for 26 years, because from 1210 to 1236 வரைக்கும் he ruled for 26 years. So after this Iltutmish, he was died, and our Iltutmish nominated his daughter. இந்த Iltutmishோட son, அவனோட நேம் என்னன்னா Rukuddin Firuz. Understand? Iltutmishோட சன்னோட நேம் Rukuddin Firuz. He was dead. ஸோ அதனால் Iltutmish என்ன பண்ணார், he nominated அந்த ஃபெரோஸ் பேத்தி சொல்வோம்ல, Iltutmishோட பையனோட டாட்டர். அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட், அவளோட நேம் என்ன, ரசியா. ஓகே, he made Razia Sultana as the Queen of Delhi. She worked, நல்ல ரூல் பண்ணா. She ruled Delhi Sultanate in a very good manner, and she but the Turkey, ஒரு லேடி ரூல் பண்ணுறது, அதுவும் முஸ்லிம்ஸ்லாம் ஒரு லேடி ரூல் பண்ணால் அதை வந்து இந்த முஸ்லீம் நோபல்ஸ் they didn't accept it. அவங்க எப்படா அந்த சுல்தானா ரசியாவை வந்து நம்ம பதவியிலேருந்து எடுக்கணும் அப்படின்ட்டு they waited for an opportunity, and அதனால் and for that they waited for an opportunity. This Razia Sultana, she made an Ethiopian. His name was Jalaluddin Yakur. அவனை ஜலாலுதீன் அப்படின்றவனை அவள் வந்து ஒரு மினிஸ்டராக, மெயின் பர்சனல் மினிஸ்டராக அவளுக்காக வச்சுருந்தான். அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்? பட் ஸ்லோலி திஸ் ஜலாலுதீன் killed this Razia. Okay, so Razia was murdered, and this after Razia அதுக்கப்புறம் ரசியாக்கு அப்புறம் நிறைய ரூலர்ஸ் எல்லாம் வந்தாங்க, பட் they were very weak. ஸோ அதில் நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்த பெரிய கிங் யார் அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் he was Ghiyasuddin Balban. Understand? Ghiyasuddin Balban. He was a brave emperor, great emperor. Okay, this after this Ghiyasuddin Balban, our ruler வந்த உடனே on seeing Razia, அதெல்லாம் அந்த டர்க்கிஷ் நோபல்ஸோட அந்த கெட்ட எண்ணத்தெல்லாம் அவர் பார்த்துட்டு he appointed some spices to look after the kingdom. அங்கே ஸ்பைசஸ் எல்லா இடங்கள்லையும் அவர் வச்சுருந்தார். ஸ்பைசஸ்னால் யார், ஒற்றர்கள். அவங்க என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, எந்தெந்த இடத்துல என்னெல்லாம் நடக்குது, மினிஸ்டர்ஸ் என்ன பேசுகிறாங்க, அதெல்லாம் வந்து அந்த ரகசியங்கள், அந்த சீக்ரெட்ஸ் எல்லாம் எடுத்துகிட்டு வந்து they will say to the king. Understand? And so அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கிறவங்க தான் யார்? The spices, we should say. He appointed spices, intelligent spices all over Delhi, all over India. Understand? And if anybody is against Balban, anybody is against the king, they were beheaded by the king. இந்த ஸ்பைஸ் என்ன ஒற்றர்கள் வந்து யாராவது கிங் உங்களுக்கு அகெயின்ஸ்டாக இவன் பேசினா, உங்களுக்கு அகெயின்ஸ்டாக இவன் ஏதாவது செஞ்சுட்டு இருக்கான் அப்படின்ட்டு அவங்க வந்து பால்பன் கிட்ட சொன்னால், கிங்கு கிட்ட சொன்னால் அவங்களோட கழுத்தை என்ன பண்ணுவானா, பால்பன் கிங்கு beheaded பண்ணிவிடுவான். ஓகே, அவங்கள சாகடிச்சிடுவான். ஓகே, அப்போ யாருமே என்ன பண்ண மாட்டாங்க, பால்பனுக்கு அகெயின்ஸ்டாக nobody will raise against Balban. And he maintained a cordial relations. I told you that Genghis Khan was a great ruler, but this Balban, very intelligently, he had friendly relations with this Genghis Khan, the Mongol king. Okay, and Mongol, he had friendly relations with Iran and other states, other countries, emperors also. And this Balban built forts, many forts in the Delhi Sultan. நிறைய கோட்டைகள்லாம் அவர் கட்டியிருக்கார், பால்பன் கட்டினார். அண்ட் அவரோட கோர்ட்டில் ஃபேமஸ் பர்ஷியன் ஒரு poet இருந்தார். ஹிஸ் நேம் வாஸ் அமீர் கொஸ்ரோ. சே ஆல் ஆஃப் யூ, பர்ஷியன் poet. Understand? His name was Amir Khusro. Okay, Balban, he was died in the year 1287 AD. And Balbanoda son next year Kekubad become the king ஆனார், but he was very weak. Okay, so at that time அவரோட கவர்னராக ஒருத்தர் இருந்தார், கேக்குபாரோட கவர்னர். ஓகே, மினிஸ்டர், சீஃப் மினிஸ்டராக ஒருத்தர் இருந்தால், அவனோட நேம் வந்து என்னென்னா ஜலாலுதீன். Okay, so on seeing the weakness of this Kekubar, Jalaluddin அவன் என்ன பண்ணிட்டான், he murdered the king. கேக்குபார் கிங்கையே போயிட்டு இந்த மினிஸ்டர் போயிட்டு சாகடிச்சிட்டான். This Kekubar was murdered by Jalaluddin, and Jalaluddin became the emperor of Delhi Sultanate. Understand? So Jalaluddin became the Delhi emperor of Delhi Sultanate. From him the slave dynasty was over. அதுக்கப்புறமா ஒரு டைனாஸ்டி வந்தது, that was called as Khilji dynasty. Understand? The dynasty which was founded by Jalaluddin was called as Khilji dynasty. Understand? The dynasty which was founded by Qutbuddin Aibak, அவர் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண டைனாஸ்டி என்ன பார்த்தோம், ஸ்லேவ் டைனாஸ்டி. ஓகே, இப்போ நெக்ஸ்ட் யார் வந்தது, ஸ்லேவ் டைனாஸ்டியில் யாரெல்லாம் இருந்தாங்க, குத்புதீன் ஐபக், தென் அவரோட சன்னின்லா இல்துட்மிஷ், தென் அவரோட கிராண்ட் டாட்டர் ரசியா சுல்தானா, தென் கியாசுதீன் பால்பன், இவங்கெல்லாம் இருந்தாங்க ஸ்லேவ் டைனாஸ்டி. நெக்ஸ்ட் டைனாஸ்டி என்ன டைனாஸ்டி, this Khilji dynasty. We are going to see about the Khilji dynasty now. Okay, are you ready, children? Are you happy? Can you understand what I am taking class, what I am teaching you? Are you having the books with you? Okay, we'll see the Khilji dynasty now. Okay, second dynasty is Khilji dynasty. Shall I write here? Next one, second dynasty was Khilji dynasty. Okay, this Khilji dynasty was from 1290 to 1320. Next, Khilji dynasty. This Khilji dynasty was founded by Jalaluddin, and it was from 1290 till 1320. Understand? We'll see about the Khilji dynasty now. Okay, in the next class, we'll see the Khilji dynasty. Okay, children, thank you.